You got a 2001 Mercury Sable? How many miles are on that bad boy? Wait, how many miles do you have on that car? 70,000 miles? On a 2001 car? At that point, why own a car? Why not just walk everywhere? Holy, that thing's pristine. Joe Bear, did you get it from like a, I mean this in the best way possible, like a local senior who never drove it? That's incredible. That's like 10 miles a year. You're not wrong. That's actually good math. That car's got to be so minty. There's got to be a story with it. I know it's early, but wait, you're going to work though, aren't you? All right, sorry. You're going to work. Otherwise, I'd have you happen. Bought it from an old painter who used to go to the cafe with his wife and a church. Holy cow. What year did you buy that car? What year did you bought it? And I guarantee it had no miles when you bought it. You have 40,000 miles on your 96 Ford Ranger. I need pictures. I need pictures of this stuff. That's incredible. I bet your odometer probably isn't even digital in 96, right? I would love to get an old Ranger, man. You bought it in 2022 with 50,000 miles on it. Joe Bear, I have to ask, and I know it's not kind or couth or gentleman-like to ask, but in 2022, how much did you pay for a 2001 Mercury Sable with 50,000 miles on it? I'm going to write a number down. And I think it's a little high, but I still think it's a great deal. How much did you... Joe Bear, I have to know how much you paid for it. So much so that we're freezing the run. I don't know if you can see. I wrote down 2,500. $3,000. I'd say 2,500 is a smoking hot deal. $3,000's a great deal. Did he take care of it? Bro, do you have pictures of that? That's the bubble kind too, man. You don't even see those out anymore. Those have got to be considered. What are old cards considered? Like, not antiques, but vintage, retro, classic. I know it's an incredible deal. Joe Bear, was the car well maintained? No, after a certain amount of years, it doesn't matter what model the car is. It becomes what? Classic or collectors? Well, this guy's tough. 20 years become classic. One dent from him swiping his mailbox. Everything else is pristine. What's it gonna take for us to get a picture of that bad boy? What's up, Mirror Bear? Mirror Bear, isn't it like 4 o'clock where you live? No doxa? What color is it? I'm gonna guess it's burgundy, but I just feel like older people are more likely to drive a burgundy car, but I need to know more about this thing. It's all white? Yo. Chad, anyone that needs to buy a new used car, talk to Joe Bear. He's an expert in, I wouldn't say fleecing. He's an expert in getting a good deal. If I'm buying an old used car, it will not be a Mercury. Why? It's the same thing as a Ford. No, 40,000 miles is nothing. The dream's to get to 200, 250. I mean, it's sacrilege for me to say this, but if I wasn't a Ford guy and you're looking for value, you probably got to go Toyota. But I could never. I'm trying to find a lawyer to buy your Lincoln +2. You recently bought a 2010 Mazda for $8,000. We could have got you a better deal somewhere else, but as long as you're happy with it. Now that I'm thinking about it, all my favorite cars I've ever owned were owned by a senior citizen prior to me. Because there's just something about that sweet, sweet deal that just makes it a little more sweet, sweet. Yo, DJ, thank you for the baker's dozen. I appreciate you being here. Like my 2005 Ford Taurus I bought from my grandmother. I paid whatever the contract price was. So like, I think it was a lease, but the lease was supposed to have like 36,000 miles on it. It had like 11. But I like what they used to be it when you leased a car, they put the price on it and you could buy it. And it was like a great deal. Let's take Dragon Breath. Why not? And then I bought a 2008 or 9 Fusion Just a sweetheart deal from some old lady. And my wife got rear-ended in it. Long after I knew that she was okay after getting rear-ended, I was heartbroken because it was a great deal, man. And that was a great car, man. That Fusion thing, that could zip. And ever since then, I haven't bought a car off a senior citizen. Long after? I mean, I gotta give myself a little runway. Chad, we need to have a used car room in the Discord where you can't post like, you can't post your brand new whatever you're driving. Only if you get a new used car or if you currently own a used car. That guy ate a lot of D. The buyout in your Honda lease was 18.5K. And the 3-year resale was 26K. That's what I mean. Can you still do that? That's easy. Put it in community images. What's the minimum year though for brand new? I don't, man. Chad, you can tell me I'm weird. I don't want to say, I'm trying to think of like the family friendly way. I get kicks if I see someone and they're talking about their car and I know it's older and they tell me they have like 100,000, 150, 180,000 miles. I get so much kicks from that, man. It's like, that's like telling me you play video games. That's like an instant connection. You tell me you just dropped 80,000 on a brand new Tahoe to fit you and your family of 4. It's the opposite for me. I'm like, bro, I don't think I can play cards with you anymore. I already made fun of your car. Wait, you drive a Tahoe? I just think like we were talking about the price of things yesterday, just in general. And I don't want to teeter here, but bro, you can still get a good used car for like 2005 prices. It's just not going to have every bell and whistle on it. The only new car you get is a Ford Maverick. They did cook with those, but I won't judge you for what you drive. I don't judge you for what you drive. I pog you for if you drive a used car with a lot of miles on it. Your first car was an 88 Oldsmobile. Bro, you're living the dream. You're driving a 2001 Mercury Sable. What do you mean? I think why the Mercury or the Ford Maverick worked is because I think it was in Mexico for like a decade, so they really perfected it. But it's a cool concept. It's like you need a pickup truck, but you don't need one of those big honking ones with the K Konas. It gets like good gas mileage, man. I just don't know how big the interior is if you got little ones. But I think that's gonna be my grandfather car. You know, when I'm like 70, I'm already scheming to buy like a 2024 Ford Maverick. They don't make the Ford Fiesta anymore. I'm not gonna blame Ryan Gary because we're on good terms right now. But that campaign didn't help Ford very much. It is kind of crazy. Ford does not make a sedan. They don't make a single sedan, not a Fusion, nothing. That's the thing. Like, so Squiddy says I had a 1990 Blazer with 250,000 miles on it, and I love that thing. You never hear someone talking about a car with hundreds of thousands of miles and they're like, I hated that thing. They loved it. And there's so much regret, you know, like you could feel the regret. No, Joe Bear says someone who lives in Michigan, the big 3 fell off hard. Yeah, except for Ford. I thought there was a card called the Ford Fusion. It used to be. You bought this for $3 grand. You didn't tell me it had a sunroof. You didn't tell me it had the chrome wheels. Brother, normally you see this thing and it's rusted all the heck, man. This would be like a modern day luxury car. Look at that. Look at the wheel wells, man. You admit, I know it's a 2001. I know we're in 2025. You can at least get $120 on that. You better, Joe Bear, you better take care of that thing, man. You better take care of it. Does it have a keypad on the door? And it's got fog lights? Dude, that thing is... Joe Bear, you want to sell it? If that was a silver Ford Taurus, I would honestly, I'd make you an offer. Oh, I should have picked up that first. That, man, that's... You don't... I'm just telling you right now, you don't see that very often, man. Creates a powerful selection of weapons. Enemies take longer to activate, reveal some... Let's take this. Ford Taurus is the Ford version of that car. You'd be the first streamer to buy a car from chat. You think so? My mom asked for the VIN of my Ford Taurus the other day. She knows like someone in law enforcement, but I never heard back about it. Maybe you're giving the suspension a facelift. What does suspension do for a car? Wait, Joe Bear, you fix it yourself? Are you using real Ford parts or using like non-OEM? It makes it bouncy. Why would you change it? Why would you change it? It's like using like third-party apps. Why would you change it? There's got to be a reason. Like it's currently perfect, right? What's up, Murph? I don't know what that joke is, but I'm sure it's a joke. Wait, Joe Bear, why would you change perfection? Why would you update the suspension on a vehicle? I don't understand. I can assure you that the suspension on a 25-year-old Ford is not perfect. How do you know? Who needs it to be perfect? It just needs to be who it is. It's starting to lower in the back, makes the ride rougher. Replacing will make it more smooth on bumpy roads. I got you. But are you going to use like the same parts or are you going to get like new fancy parts? Discover rooms in a 3x3 radius. Let's try it. Ooh. Look at that damage increase though. YouTube chat getting no love. It's hard, man. Unless I see hearts flying, I look at YouTube chat sparingly. But also, we got a banger combo going on right now about a 2001 relic. It's like finding the key to the city of gold, man. Depends on what's better. Some aftermarket option perform better than OEM. Got to save up to do it. Joe Bear, how much does a new suspension cost? Like, when you do that, how much does it cost? And do you do it yourself? $2,500 for why would you do that? That's more than the car's worth. Wait, no. This is where I can help. This is where I can help. Because you went from having tremendous brand equity. Unless, Joe Bear, are you doing it yourself? It's because for $2,500, I'm not going to get another Sable with 70K on it. Is that $2,500 in parts or is that with you doing it? Is it basically like you lift? It'd be like changing the chassis of an RC car. You lift off like the frame and then you put like new springs under each one. Is that how you do it? I'll just wait for the YouTube comments on this episode of, I know there's going to be a Mercury or car specialist that watches this and is going to say like, bro, no way it costs $2,500 to do suspension on a 2001 vehicle. But right now, is it a comfort thing or a like risk thing? For you to, like, is there anything wrong with driving in a car with bad suspension? I would say bad, maybe old. Makes it harder to control. Okay. It's comfort right now, but will degrade over time. So here's what you do. You ride it out as long as you can. And so it doesn't damage other parts. And then you do it. But here's the thing. If you spend $1,500 on this 2001 vehicle, does it take you to like the high 180s in miles? Could it get you to 200,000 miles? Because if so, then you just do the math on it. 1,500 divided by 200,000 miles. That's like less than a cent per mile. I am not a jealous individual, but if you roll up with a 2001 Sable with minimum miles, that's when my dark side comes out. I'm dark side, but I'm also very happy for you. It would have to be a Ford or Ford adjacent, like GM Chevy. That's like, no disrespect, just doesn't do anything for me. You got a Ford though, man. You got a Ford. It's funny, man. Chad, do you think people are, let me ask this, why, if you are brand equity with your vehicles, meaning like you are brand loyal to a specific auto brand? Someone type a Y in chat for me. A lot of N's, huh? What's the vote on that one? I feel like, myself included, I feel like people are unnaturally more brand loyal to vehicles than anything else. I feel like vehicles and pop, 71% are not brand loyal to their vehicle.